Now there's a big line across it. I hope y'all can hear me. And I was going to wait until the new phone came, but God is, like I said, y'all didn't hear me say it, but on after the last video I did, things got real supernatural around here. Like real supernatural, where there was no denying that God Himself showed up. That's what I'm trying to say. There was no denying that God Himself showed up this morning. So I'm going to take my time and do my best to give y'all His message. But I thought, God, please step in the gap right now for us. I'm taking it must do this message. Father, I need you to step up. I need you to make sure that it reach the people that it's supposed to reach, Father. Thank you so much. You know, it's startling every time you show up. Every time you show up, it's the most beautiful thing in the world, but it's also startling because you show up like ain't no denying it. And we know you here and we know you love us. And we know that you care. But you so undeniable in your effort, Father. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to do exactly what you asked me to do, Father. You asked me to read them the Bible today, to show them the supernatural things that happen, the things that I couldn't do. Like I couldn't contrive your glory. I couldn't contrive your glory. Can you hear me, Linda? Tell me you can hear me, because my thought was I would turn off. Everything in the house is turned off. I'm talking about everything is turned off so that maybe we'll get the a strong strength on the modem. But okay, praise God. Praise God. So Father, we're here. We're here. He told me earlier to give some disclaimers. So, well, first off, this video is going to take as long as it needs to take. All right? But also, there has been a spirit, a cursed spirit, that has been against God's people. To the point where, I'm not going to lie, I feel a little fear over what God told me to do, or the backlash of what he told me to do. I felt a little fear today. But then y'all gonna see. Then he took me somewhere and said, woe unto those that make you feel afraid. You know what I mean? So he took me to the Bible, and it was literally like woe unto anyone that makes you feel afraid for what I'm telling you to do right now. So he told me, like I was saying, God, a lot of people, considering the fact there has been a cursed spirit on this message getting out there, a lot of people ain't gonna even know why they about to be mad at me for what I'm saying. And God was, what he was telling me, it doesn't matter. You have to say it. It was like he was saying, God was saying, I know too that they're not going to understand, but by the end of this, they will know not to touch my anointed. By the end of this, they won't be able to, like, even if the spirit of curse is on them to where they want to, be mad at me, they'll just continue to dislike me. But at the same point, something in their soul gonna go, don't touch that one, is what God was telling me. You know what I mean? So I want you to know, if you've never read the red words only of the Bible, me to tell people to read the red words only first so that you can get the nature of God without anybody's commentary. You know what I mean? Like so often we go to church and we listen to people read the Bible to us, but they use verses to mean what they want it to mean. And they use that black words as commentary that makes you go, I'm not sure, it changes the whole vibe of what God was trying to say. So what I feel him saying is everybody that is watching this, your best bet is to get as neutral as possible. As neutral as possible with like have that Jesus mind frame. You know how Jesus was. He was neutral as possible. His actions, his reactions, he cared about the thug, the saint, the sinner, the peasant, the prophet, he cared, genuinely humble, even though he was the great king. You get what I'm saying? Though he was like the the fleshly form of the spirit I am, right? Even though he was that, he still came humble and low. Real talk. They create doctrines that aren't correct. Yeah. And then that's what God was kind of showing me is that people, unless you get close to Jesus, like real close, where you forgive all of humanity in this moment, you're going to be swayed one way or another by this teaching. And God is saying, woe unto you. Don't get swayed one way or the other. Like some people going to be swayed with anger. Like, how dare she? That, like, who she thinks she is? Like, this is about to look the height of anti-Semitism. I ain't doing that. And I'm reading you the word of God. Okay, so it's gonna look bad to some people. Some people because that cursed spirit, which is really God was showing me. I don't know how to explain it. Give me a word for it, God. It's a spirit on people that they don't want to be left behind, so they fight. That's like, so even in this moment, he's saying, forgive them. You know what I mean? I want you to know that he's saying the people that get mad, forgive them too, because it's really the po things don't want to be left behind. You get what I'm saying? So get as neutral as possible, and you're gonna see why. Like he made me read it. And he showed me some supernatural things that happened in 1983 with my grandmama. Like, no, it got real supernatural, this lesson. And same thing for black people that watch this video. Some of them gonna be angry. Like this was real. But in a different kind of angry. And I feel God saying, like a big sister, or like picture if Princess Charlotte and what's those, the princess, the kids of William and Kate. Like picture there's a moment when they find out they're royalty. Like let's say they didn't know they were royalty, then they find out they're royalty. Does royalty lash out at the people? No, they royalty. They just take their rightful position and start doing exactly what they supposed to do. Wipe off clean your face, wipe off your clothes, and just say, okay, I know what's going on. Because I feel God saying if we do anything, other than that, we soil. Wait, no, I feel him saying no, not soil. What are you trying to say, Father? What's the words? Give me the words. I'm listening. We don't take our place as a royal priesthood. You get what I'm saying? Like even the worst of these, we're there to help and bring them out too. You get what I'm saying? I hope y'all get what I'm trying to say. So whatever side of this you fall on, move step lightly. Because, oh, I hear you. Because you got a task to do. It's like he about to put us all to task. That was his word for knowledge. Tag the whole thing. I don't even know if y'all still hear me. Let me know if you still hear me. Because the whole screen just turned white. This phone broken. But I know that for his children, his chosen people, that he about to put us to task. You know, that's what he had me tell Knowledge yesterday. And finding out today, it ain't just putting Knowledge to task. All of us are about to be put to task. And we need that concept of a royal priesthood in order to move with the obedience of God for the least of these. You get what I'm saying? So the worst of these, we got to be able to lead. Like, we can't have a root of bitterness in order to, so that we could do what God is saying do next. Y'all, you understand? Like, I feel him saying he gonna handle, he gonna deliver. Deliver. Think about that word deliver. Like, so many people, the people who want retribution, they think of deliver and think they mean that he means, off with their head. In some situations he do. But in other situations, he mean bring them to his feet. Bring the people that want to go. Okay, so that's another thing. When this all started 4 years ago, y'all go back and look at the videos. It's on there. Hold on. What you saying, Father? What you saying, Father? Okay, so back when this all started, God was showing me that we home. I know. Remember, I said it on this video 1,000 times. That when Jesus said, if you see him if they tell you Jesus in the field, don't go. He been showing me that America is our home. Like, this is the land that we were supposed to be in. Like, so a time is coming where they're gonna make you think they taking you to your land, but you home and you got a job to do. But in order to do that job, you got to take your rightful position, your rightful place, and realize that's it. That there's some people in this land. God said there's some people. Back in the beginning, he told me there was some people here that ain't his people. Wait, I know, but he said it. He said all the people in the land are not mine. But he said if they drop rebellion and anarchy, they can go. That's what he said. All right? So don't think that because you white or another race or whatever the case may be, that you can't go. That's not what he's saying. He said they have to drop rebellion and anarchy, and then they can go to heaven with all of the priests of his people. But first they got to drop those two. But he said there was some people in the land that aren't his people. And if they don't drop those two things, they can't go. But if they repent and demonstrate true love on our account, they can go. All right. I'm just letting y'all know that. So that's the disclaimer part too, is that God said, just because you're hearing this message, it's not what they're doing in the media where they're like pinning the races against each other. No, this is more like God is saying these people got the key. Yeah, a lot of them don't know they got the key, but they got the key. Oh, but also a lot of the people that don't know they got the key can't go. Jesus said he gonna say to many of you, depart from me because I know you not, you worker of iniquity. Think about what iniquity is and somebody instigating iniquity. You get what I'm saying? So that's why it's so important for everybody listening to get as neutral as possible. Get as neutral as possible. Drop rebellion, drop anarchy, drop jealousy, drop that stuff because there's another rock in the land that ain't a good rock. Like, no, there's God and there's the devil, right? There's our rock and then there's their rock. Real talk. So, and God said he about to open the door. So anybody that genuinely love, and like knows the truth and don't feel, because I think one of the things he's saying about that cursed spirit is that it wants to elevate above God. And that's the reason why I'm sorry, y'all, I gotta say it, a lot of white people over the years have had this like thing within inside them that makes them feel like you're beneath them, you're dumb, and you gotta work. Don't get mad at me for saying this, y'all. Y'all better get in. I'm telling you, when I read this, right, and y'all see what I'm saying, y'all gon' don't. I'm telling you. Don't allow these negative spirits that run us as a people, like that be like, did they just say that we're unconsciously racist? Yeah, you know it. Real talk. You know it. You know, you wonder, why did I just treat that girl like she was stupid? You know it. Like, you went through the situation and been like, well, it just is what it is. But I'm letting you know right now, that's a spirit that wants to elevate itself beyond God, not me. You get what I'm saying? So it's literally like God chose this and that thing goes, I'm better than God. I'm better than that. So it tries to push the spirit of God down. And a lot of people don't even know that our fight is not against flesh and blood. It's against the principalities of darkness that rule this in high places. Y'all remember the dream earlier, right? It was in high places that ruled this nation, right? So I think this is one of the most important messages I feel like we're about to move into a part 2 of life. You know what I mean? And this right here is one of the most important messages I've ever done, because it's like almost your marching orders is the way it feels. Like he's saying, like, this is your marching orders because the part 2 about to happen, and you kind of need some of these things that I'm going to say in order to conduct yourself properly for part 2. Okay. So, should I read first, Father, or should I clarify? Okay, I feel like I should clarify the parts of that dream that he showed me later. Okay. So after y'all know the last words that I said, right? That God said he was going to show. And I was trying to say, God said he going to show that he loved you. But then God interrupted. So picture you're thinking and the interruption comes in and God says, no, prove. And so I went, okay, God, prove. But then it hit home like, prove, like prove was a different word. You know what I mean? Prove was deep. And then when I hung up the thing, Now, mind you, my phone turned off. And fam and I are connected via the phone. So she found me through Messenger so she could keep sending me messages, right? Fam is a white lady in Iowa. Real talk. I've never met her. She's sweet as candy. She has been, man, that's all about fam up there. Right. She has been helping your girl, like just blindly helping your girl through the like a little angel. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't want you to think like white or black ain't got nothing to do with it no more, y'all. We have moved into a place where the heart gonna bring you in or the heart gonna knock you out. You get what I'm saying? And this woman's heart has brought her in. So on Messenger, I need to pull this up. I can't read it because it's on the phone. I gotta grab my computer and try to pull this up so y'all can see. Anybody who saw the video earlier, anybody that saw the video earlier will know I can't contrive this. This was our God. Like, no, like he not on he went, I said prove like that. You get what I'm saying? To where I'm like, you know what I mean? Like where it was real. Like it was real. Like, and then it didn't stop there. He did a couple more things to where it was like, God is really here and he's really with us and he really do care and he really do love you and he really got your back. He really has been protecting you along the way. They really have been corrupting your mind and corrupting the seed because of Baal of Peor. We'll go read the story about Baal of Peor and then you'll see why the black race has been so corrupted because they couldn't take them down any other kind of way. They had to corrupt them. They had to make them out here like booty shake. Had to. That was what the evil of Baal of Peor did. Y'all gonna see. Hold on. And if y'all don't see, I know I'm in position. I'm gonna get in position. And all those that rock with me will be in position. I know that much. Because it's about to go fast. I feel them saying it's about to go fast. I just need my babies to know where, where they lie, where they need to be, and who they are, so that when the time comes, certain things you won't do. Real talk. Facebook. I put it on Facebook because, like I said, it was all happening so fast where I was like, and think about it. I'm in an all-white neighborhood. Look at this skin color. I'll tell y'all the story about this skin color. Like, I feel so in the middle, don't know which way to go. You know what I'm saying? But for him to, like, step up the way he did, like the way he proved it in my face shortly after the video. Like, we're gonna get there, y'all. Let's go to Facebook. I wonder if I can get into Facebook. Okay, I'm in. Hold on. Let's go to me. But yeah, I'm out in like, I don't want nobody to be, like, did she say they're gonna take our land? No, I gonna cleanse your land for real and make it where you possibly can go to heaven with them. Real talk. Regardless of your ancestry past or any of that, is what we are sent for a time such as this to do. Y'all gonna see. I'm gonna prove it. All right, where is it? So right after I got off the thing, right after the video, I'll go to my messenger and I see a message from fam, right? Hold on, let's see if y'all can see this. So that way you would know I ain't lying to you. What's today's date? Hold on, let's move this forward. Y'all see today's date? Now, you see that this is a book. Her fingers, this ain't something she was looking online and went to go find something that matched what I was saying. No, it says March 27th. Y'all know what go back, if you ain't watched The Dream Before, I'm crying, I'm snotting, it is real. That forehead is foreheading, which God told me I've been ashamed of that forehead all my life. And he said, that's a marker. He was literally saying that forehead is how people know that you mine. Real talk. Like as I was looking at that forehead, he was flat out like, that's it, baby. That is your that's how you know you mine. Real talk. So let's read this out loud. So if you saw the video earlier, and then this woman that I don't know, right, sends me this on Messenger after the video for today's date. This is a book. She didn't go looking for this to find it. No, this was given to her. And right after my video, this is what it said. Okay. God's special treasure. Or suppose a woman has 10 silver coins and loses one. Does she light a lamp, sweep the house, search carefully until she finds it? And when she finds it, she calls her friends and neighbors together and says, "Rejoice with me, I have found my lost coin." In the same way, I tell you, there is rejoicing in the presence of the angels over one sinner who repents. Y'all need to hear that. That's why I said this ain't about us being just God's chosen treasure. This is about us being uh uh the ones that's gonna help the sinners repent. We're the ones that's gonna usher souls to God's feet. Y'all gotta understand that. That's different than just retribution. Those that don't want to, like those that just want to keep on hating, they gonna keep on hating and God gonna deal with them. But know this, your position within all this is to take people to God's feet. Okay? It says, imagine the coin in your wallet is solid gold. Listen to that. Didn't I tell y'all in the dream that woman treated me like solid gold? Like she treated me like gold. This was a white Russian lady dressed like Aunt Jemima in the dream. Okay, so there was a dream that happened to her. Go back and watch that video. But she treated me like gold. She didn't treat me bad, right? She treated me like gold. And it says, imagine the gold in your wallet the coin in your wallet is solid gold, okay? Like you'd find in a treasure chest. If it were lost, you'd feel sad and upset. You would search everywhere until you found it. Then you would call your friends to celebrate. Did you know God sees you like that coin? You're chosen to be his treasure. Deuteronomy 7:6. Look at that. Now, somebody in Iowa sent me this morning. Okay, this is gonna be a big part of our conversation. Deuteronomy 7:6. Okay, Deuteronomy 4 through, we gonna just keep reading it when I finally get there. But Deuteronomy 4 through, keep on going. Okay, but oh, and listen to this. In my dream, I told y'all in the video, I didn't care, like I didn't value myself enough to care if I was the chosen people or not. You know, it was just literally like, I follow God. Okay. And God said, go there. God said, go there. But in the dream, God was saying, I care. It was like he was saying, no, I care. And now it makes sense because if we're his lost coin, you get what I'm saying? If we're his lost solid gold coin that somebody else has grabbed as a lucky like as a lucky charm, you get what I'm saying? That matters to him. It breaks God's heart. Like, so even though I was like feeling some kind of way, like I don't know, just maybe afraid to care, maybe like maybe so beat down, I just didn't care. Like I cared, but not like, y'all don't get what I'm trying to say. Like it was like, long story short, God himself in that dream was saying, I care. Okay, just know that you're my coin is what he was basically saying. Did you know God sees you like that coin? You're chosen to be a treasure. Deuteronomy 7:6. Just like a coin can be lost, people are lost when they separate themselves from God. Listen to that. That's the way, that's what they had to do. That now, like the world couldn't Y'all know, like y'all see they had to bring in a certain kind of music, but it had to come in by black people, Chevy Chase and all them, Elvis had a black sound, supposedly. They made, here we go, NWA, they had to bring in this iniquity, workers of iniquity. I feel bad for them, but they had to bring those workers of iniquity in order to destroy the world using the sound of God's people. Okay? So it says, just like a coin can be lost, people are lost when they separate themselves from God. We are lost if we ignore him, disobey him, or refuse to belong to him. You hear that? Refuse to belong to him. Listen to that. Look, God loves you too much to let you stay lost. Y'all saw the dream earlier. Y'all saw the dream earlier. It was like a big explosion happened, and it was like they were corralling the people to make sure they get lost. Real talk. Oh, stay on. So that was the major thing about the dream, was about being lost, right? And he sent Jesus, it says he sent Jesus to make a way to him. He invites you to become part of his family, regardless of race, color, or creed. But you gotta be willing to drop rebellion, anarchy, and you gotta be willing to go to him with love in your heart. You gotta go low. Real talk. If anybody who out there is putting themselves up lofty, whoa, don't do it. Anybody out there that's judging Lil Wayne and uh no, because God gonna get them. God gonna get those workers of iniquity. Real talk. Anybody that's out there judging anybody right now, God gonna get them all. I want y'all to know that, because that's what he said. He can't let his children stay lost. Even the worst of these is still his children. They just lost. Like, he know whose heart meant it and whose heart didn't mean it. He know whose heart meant to curse God. And he knows whose heart didn't mean to curse God. You get what I'm saying? Hold on, this thing is trying to do some stuff. It's trying to get me out of here, but let's finish. He sent Jesus to make a way to him. Y'all, Jesus is the only reason why I think I got a snowball chance at HE double hockey sticks of making it. Real talk, God told me I was sent. I was a beacon for heathens. Real talk, that I was sent to be just like I am. Like, I'm not allowed to change. I'm supposed, hey y'all, what's up? I make a mistake, I fall down, I get back up again, I apologize. Like, he told me I had to not change. I couldn't come on here and be like, thus saith the Lord, do to me. No, I had to be like, hey y'all, he said it. I had to be that way. All right, so that's important, y'all. Don't like. So if you think you better than the person that talks like that, woe unto you, because you about to find out a lot of these people were God's special possession. Real talk, that they've been through enough to talk like that. You ever notice that when a person been through a lot, they seem to have more soul? You know what I mean? Like, I don't care what color they are. Like, you got a black sister that got a lot of money, but she act better than you, and she feels soulless. You know what I'm saying? But you might have a white friend that been through hell. She been on drugs. She been, prostituted. She been down the road, but then God showed her something, and then now she just got so much love in her heart and so much swagger and soul because she been through hell and back. You get what I'm saying? So know this, it's about how much you care for your fellow man. All right? He sent Jesus to make a way to him. Listen to that. He sent Jesus to make a way to him. Jesus is the only reason why I've been able to stay with, like, the things I've done in this world. If Jesus didn't do what he did, I think it was no way. It'd be pointless for me to even try to love on God, because God don't love me, kind of thing. But because Jesus died for a misunderstanding, Jesus really did die for a misunderstanding, meaning, well, it was a misunderstanding to the humanity, but the evil powers know what they were doing. You know what I mean? Like either you obey them or you die. Either you obey their false doctrine of religion or you die. And Jesus was like, no, I'm going to sit with the tax collector. No, I'm going to let the prostitute wash my feet. So that maybe while I'm talking to her, like while she washing my feet, I could talk to her about the glory of God. I could tell her she worth more than all those men that pissed on her. Real talk, excuse my language, but that's the way Jesus did things, you know? So we gotta keep our eyes open to that truth. Like what you saying, Father? How do I say that? Like many people are coming right now and they're trying to make Jesus. Now, don't get me wrong, there's a multiverse going on, but there's people that are looking at evil sides of the story for the story. Like it's almost like one story is going for people with an evil heart and another storyline is going for people with a good heart. Well, there is another storyline going where like they trying to make Jesus the son of Lucifer. But that's a different storyline. Like, because remember what I was telling you about that cursed spirit? They wouldn't hear you if you told them that God was good. You get what I'm saying? They wouldn't hear you anyways because they're caught up in idolatry, or they got strife, or they got envy, or they got jealousy, or they got anger, or they got what's that where you want to vengeance, or that, you know what I mean? They got all these different negative spirits with them to where they couldn't hear the humble Jesus in the first place. That's why God said, like, everybody in the land really can't go, because some are about to find out that they were wrong for saying, uh, like what's his name, David Cricks or something. There's some people out there trying to say, I remember, y'all remember Sean? Y'all remember on my channel, he was like my first troll. And I stopped the whole show to talk to Sean, but Sean got in my inbox and he was trying to force me to tell everybody that Jesus was the son of the devil. Oh, Lord, forgive me for even saying such things out loud. If anything, at the worst case scenario, Jesus was human. They had enough kahunas to stand up to the devil. You know what I mean? Like the devil's people. At the worst case scenario, right? The best case scenario, he was the incarnated God himself. You know what I'm saying? But there's people out there trying to make him out to be, but they're doing that on purpose. Whatever you do, keep the name of Jesus holy. That's what I hear God saying. Regardless of what you think or don't think, know that he is the embodiment of forgiveness itself. Like whatever that man did, right? He died on that cross and birthed the word forgiveness. There was no forgiveness before he died. Like, no, God was going to get them all. There was no chance before he died. Real talk, God was going to get them all. Okay? But also, I feel him saying, woe unto you that's more worried about necromancy than you are the message. Some people care more, like they really think that if they believe Jesus died on the cross and rose on the third day, and like the fact that Jesus rose again is what they think is the power of the story. No, y'all. Real talk, that's necromancy, and God flat out said he ain't with that. He ain't even with, like, he literally like y'all go and look. God said over and over again, like, don't, that ain't the part of the story that matters. And the truth is, he might be about to rise again, but that's just between me and you. I don't know. But, and I don't presume to know. Real talk. I don't presume to know. But he want me to tell you the part of the story that mattered was the Martin Luther King part of Jesus's story. The forgive them for they know not what they do part of the story. Those last words unto God is what made Jesus the ultimate red heifer. You get what I'm saying? Like atonement came. The another chance came because of Christ. The realizing that Just because someone said they hear God is not a reason for them to be crucified on a cross and killed because you couldn't take it. You couldn't take the fact that there was a chosen man that died on the cross for you. You know, it's like, oh, how dare you say that you were of God? That's what a lot of people get. Hold on, let me tell y'all this. A lot of people get mad at me because God named me wisdom. I did not name myself wisdom. Like, no, it was weird to me and I didn't want to call myself wisdom. But God himself did it. No, he did it. Like, to the point, who knew Facebook was going to be something? I'm reading the Bible and I'm running from a stalker. And so I wrote on there, I saw wisdom was a woman, and I just loved the way God talked about her. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to be smart, and I'm going to hide from the stalker by changing my name on Facebook back when Facebook first started. Who knew that Facebook was going to be a thing to where I would be out in public? Here, for example, I was at the store the other day. A few people here now are my Facebook friends. Little girl walked up to, hey, Wisdom. I ain't even called, like, to her. I told her my name was Naomi, but now that she's on my Facebook page, hey, Wisdom, to where I'm holding my stuff like, hey, you get what I'm saying? So don't think that, because some people get mad. They be like, I can't even pray because you call yourself wisdom. Y'all don't understand. There really is a book written about, go look, go read it. And I know it's going to it makes people mad. My daughter even said it. My daughter said, don't tell nobody this book wrote about you. She was like, I know it's wrote about you. Like, my daughter was in tears. Like, I know this you, Ma. But I could see how other people will be mad at you for this being you because they don't know you like I do. And this really is you. You get what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say is, I hear you, Father. He said, of course they gonna persecute me. Persecute you. They persecuted me first. And that's what he trying to say. He really did go through it for us first. Okay? Let's finish reading this. And then I'm gonna read the rest of the thing. So it said, God loves you too much to let you stay lost. Remember in my dream, I was begging them to let me stay lost. Like, don't tell them who I am. It ain't none of their business. But God was like, no, you gotta tell them that you know. He sent Jesus to make a way to him. He invites you to become part of his family. Jesus, so this is, I want y'all to know that for anybody that would throw away the BS of the past, and accept that truth that there really was a priesthood of people that was sent here for you. And don't be mad at those people for being sent here for you, because the truth is, let me tell y'all something else. If I am his chosen, I know I'm his chosen. Please, I know it, especially after today. I could hear him like you hear your sister sitting next to you. Don't you want to have somebody like that on your team? That where me and God laugh and talk together. Y'all know I felt so bad about saying the cuss word in that video earlier. I cried about it. I felt so bad. But don't you want somebody with you where they could make a mistake and say a cuss word and God laugh at them like, I feel you. That is some BS. Not that I'm holier than thou. I can hear him here. No, I hear him. Like, I can't even explain it. He hearkens unto my heart. Like, y'all know with fear and trembling, I hear him too. So it ain't even like I hear him. I hear him. No, it's more like, y'all better shut up. I heard him. He said, I ain't getting in trouble with y'all. There's a lot of times I be doing the dirt right alongside. That's why I look two-faced. I do. I know I look two-faced. Because the truth is, I'll be right with you doing the dirt. And then God would be hearkening unto me to where I'm like, oh, y'all, we in trouble. Nope. God said and now I look like I'm trying to be holier than you. But no, the truth is, I got to say what he said right now, or I'm going to get but be just as bad, if not worse, for not saying what he said. You get what I'm saying? So I need y'all to think about that. And when God said don't touch his anointing, he really meant it. He really meant it. And don't just know that what's being done to the real people of God is being done for you, not in. I can't talk. People calling me. Nope. Can y'all still hear me? Can y'all still hear me? Please tell me y'all can still hear me. I can't talk. I know they probably gonna call again because they don't know I'm doing a video. But I can't talk right now. You can still hear me. Praise God. So know that I'm not doing this. Well, actually, I already closed that out because someone was calling. But that shows y'all there ain't no way in the world I could reach into Iowa and have God write a book specifically. Oh, by the way, I ain't tell y'all who was coming. Remember I told y'all God moved somebody's heart. God moved somebody's heart to help me on his farm because I've been trying. God said, make a place for my people. And I've been trying so hard. I've been trying so hard. I gave up everything, anything. And I just felt so alone. Like I don't have no money. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to farm. I don't know how to do any of this. But he said, do it. So I'm doing it. And I was so afraid. And God moved Fam's heart back weeks ago. Remember, y'all saw the video. God moved her heart. Did she one person who said, I'm going to come help you on that farm. I don't know how I'm going to help you on that farm, but I'm going to come help you on that farm. And that's the person he reached out to prove it to. Like, I could not contrive this. So help is on the way. And may God, like remember this video where we said that's your treasures in heaven, fam? May he sanctify you and get you ready for his coming because you are one of his people and you really, really do love you. He really, really do. And thank you so much for coming to help me because I'm trying my hardest to do God's will. Yes, I'm stupid. Yeah, but I know I'm obedient. God said he desires obedience over sacrifice any day, any day, you know? And I just know, I know what he's doing and it's beautiful. You know, it's beautiful. Cause like of all the people that he would send that to, he sends it to the person. He didn't send it to you. No, he sent it to the lady that's coming to help me. Like, no, my last words was, like, he said, I'm going to show you that I loved you. And then he then stepped in front of me and said, I'm going to prove it. And then the one person that's coming to help, he sent her a note like, no, that really is my chosen people. Like that girl you you going to help the right one because she really is one of my little treasures. Like, y'all, let me take this off of here and read y'all this. Let me take this off of here and read y'all this. So what she sent me was Deuteronomy 7. But y'all got to hear this too. This is real. This is supernatural stuff. Now, this is my grandmother's Bible. My grandmother passed away, I don't know how long ago it was. It had to be like 2010, you know, it was a long time ago. And I didn't get nothing out of her house. You know how people, everybody wants something. Some people got the house. Some people got different things. But my mom knew me and my grandma's relationship. So the only thing my mom wanted out that house was this Bible. Okay. So last week, Linda B called me while I was having a supernatural experience with God last week. I didn't tell nobody about what it was about. Let me show y'all. But God told me to go to the book of Exodus. All right. So this was last week. God said, go to the book of Exodus. And in here was a lottery ticket from February 12th, 1983. Look at the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. That's what ticket number it is. Right? But look at that. Y'all know that's my number. Like, no, I don't even play numbers. This is my number, meaning 14, 4, 144,000. Like, I'm always talking about it on here. I see it everywhere whenever God is trying to say, I got you. You safe. I love you. I put this aside. My address. Come on, man. Come on, man. That's the address. in the future. So this happened back in 83, but this the address now. Come on. So when I saw that, I felt so close to my grandma. Like I was just sitting here crying. And it was just beautiful. Like it was beautiful. Like I read it and it was, should I read it now, Father? All right, I'm gonna read this part. Cause I decided once I saw this here, I was like, okay, I'm gonna read everything on here. All the way to business, right? All the way to business, right? I'm read it all, right? So I sat down to read it all, and here we go. Unto thee, but every small matter they shall judge. So shall it be easier for thyself, and they shall bear the burden with thee. If thou wait, if thou shalt do this thing, and God command thee so, then thou shalt be able to endure. And all this people shall also go to their place in peace. So Moses hearkened to the voice of his father-in-law and did all that he said. And Moses chose able men out of all of Israel and made them heads over the people, ruler of thousands, ruler of hundreds, ruler of fifties, and ruler of tens. And they judged the people at all season. The hard causes they brought unto Moses, but every small matter they judged themselves. And Moses let his father-in-law depart, and he went his way into his own land. Chapter 19. This is important, y'all. Reason y'all will see. In the 3rd month, when the children of Israel were gone forth out of the land, is this the 3rd month? Are we currently in the 3rd month? Yep, we're in the 3rd month. Wow. Wow. Okay. Were gone forth out of the land of Egypt. The same day came they into the wilderness of Sinai. Am I in the wilderness? I would give anything to be back in Cleveland with my kids. I left my kids behind to come create this place for God's people. Like I couldn't force them to come. I begged them to come. I couldn't force them because the the concept of a career and life and all that is still on people's mind. I did my best, but it was literally like, do I stay there with them or do I go prepare a place for them so that if bad things happen in this city, they got a place to run to? Well, I chose they gonna need a place to run to. I can't stay there and then they trying to help me get out the city or whatever the case may be, and we ain't got no place to go. So even though they won't go with me, I'm gonna go prepare a place for them so that when the stuff jump off in Cleveland, they'll have a place to run to. Okay, let's keep going. In the 3rd month, when forth out of the land of Egypt, the same day came they unto the wilderness of Sinai. For which is true, y'all. What? Oh my God! I got chills. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I moved here March 27th of last year, the same day. No, I just realized it right now. No, for real. If you faithful, all y'all know. Today is my moving day to one exactly. I didn't realize this exactly 1 year ago today. I moved here. Exactly 1 year ago today, I moved here. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scream in y'all ear, but this blows my mind too. That's what I'm saying. Know this, I'm humble. I'm super humble. Like, I'm just as blown away by his presence as you are. Like, no, I did not know this was the anniversary of moving to the Goshen. I didn't even know today was March 27th until she sent me the video. I mean, not the video, the message on Messenger. I didn't even know. Today is the anniversary of the day that I sold everything and moved to the country to build a place for God's people. Wow. Wow. For they were departed, verse 2. For they were departed from Rephidim and were come to the desert of Sinai and had pitched in the y'all, the whole everything is just fluttering. I don't know if it's fluttering for y'all like that, but it's looking crazy for me. So let me look on this side. Hopefully it ain't like that for y'all. Wow. And Moses went up. Wait. I'm sorry. Verse 3. No. Let's just go back to 2. I'm sorry. I'm just having the whole thing is shaking to where I'm not exactly, I don't know if y'all could see it or not. So anyways, let me just keep reading. For they departed from Rephidim and were come to the desert of Sinai and had pitched in the wilderness, and there Israel camped before the mount. And Moses went up unto God, and the Lord called unto him out of the mountain, saying, thus shalt thou say to the house of Jacob, and tell the children of Israel, ye have seen what I did unto the Egyptians, and how I bare you on eagle's wings, and brought you unto myself. Come on, America. That's eagle's wings. Come on. I bared you on eagle's wings and brought you unto myself. I'm sorry, dogs. I don't know if I made my dog scream or if something going on out there. It just blew my mind. Now, therefore, if ye will obey my voice indeed. Y'all hear that? Now, therefore, if you will obey my voice indeed and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure. Come on now. That the one that fam sent was talking about Deuteronomy 7. It was his special treasure to God. This one is said, you will be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people, for all the earth is mine. Y'all see this? Y'all see this? And my grandmother, when I went crazy last week, it was because my grandmother had this in her Bible with my number on it. So I started crying and screaming, thinking I was supposed to pray, thinking I was supposed to play the lottery, y'all. There was a $1 billion lottery up last night. But I did. I thought I was supposed to play the lottery or something. But no. He given a bigger treasure than anybody could ever understand right now. I hope y'all hear me. Please, somebody, like every now and then, let me know if you can hear me. All right. Now, therefore, if ye obey my voice indeed and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people, for all the earth is mine. And ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. These are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel. And Moses came and called for the elders of the people and laid before their faces all these words which the Lord commanded them. And all the people answered together and said, all that the Lord hath spoken, we will do. And Moses returned the words of the people unto the Lord. And the Lord said unto Moses, lo, I come unto thee in a thick cloud. That the people may hear when I speak with them and believe thee forever. And Moses told the words of the people unto the Lord. And the Lord said unto Moses, go unto the people and sanctify them. Y'all remember the day I bought this place. This place wasn't even on my mind the day I bought it. Like, no, I did a video. Go back and look. I did a video talking about money, and I didn't want to talk about money. Y'all go back and look, I was in my house in South Euclid, and God himself said, sanctify the people with their treasures. Like, no, they gotta give unto, I don't know. Y'all go back and watch that video, but it was like saying, like, where your treasure is at, that's where your heart shall be. Like, like he was saying, like, when he comes, many of us have done so much evil that we're gonna die instantly when he comes. But if you give if you give of your treasure, then it sanctifies your heart to where you can stand when he comes. Real talk. And that, man, that's blowing my mind. So literally that day when I did that video, y'all go back and look. I did that video. Faithful wasn't on the video with me. She was off studying on her own. She was somewhere else at her house, not even thinking about me. You get what I'm saying? She was studying, and while I was doing the video about sanctifying through your gifts and treasures, she sent me a message while I was doing the video that said, God said, give you $250 because you're an orphan and a widow. God said, like he told her to give me a sacrificial offering. Now, mind you, I ain't had no money that day. I'll never forget. And it was around my daughter's birthday. Y'all know my daughter's birthday is February 29th. And my daughter got in trouble and ran away from home to her dad's house. Like, I don't got to listen to you. I'm going to my daddy house type thing. And then that's when I went, well, why am I here? I got, Faithful just gave me $250. I'm leaving. Y'all remember? I was like, I saw this farm. Hold up. Come on, y'all gotta see it. That day, same day, because at that point I wasn't going nowhere. Like, I was literally just sitting there. And I saw this farm. Hold on, I don't know if y'all can see it. Right? I saw this farm, and now it looked so cute to where my plan was. Let me tell y'all my plan. My plan about this farm was that I was gonna fake and lie. That was my plan because I just wanted to get away, right? So I was like, I was gonna go there, and my goal was to just have a long drive to Kentucky. I was not planning on really buying this farm when I got here. All right. I just wanted to sit. This land looks so pretty on the pictures. And I just wanted to sit here because my daughter ran away from home. My life was turned upside down. And in the end, I was totally alone. You know what I mean? It was like I gave up my whole life for everybody else to where it was like, I'm alone now. So why am I here? So I drove here to Kentucky. My goal was to tell the realtor that I just want to sit on the land. It was a mini farm, and I was gonna sit here. This is so sweet that he doing this today on the anniversary of me coming here. Like that, of me moving here. That's crazy. That's amazing, y'all. That's amazing. So I then was like, I'm just gonna sit on the land. And when I got here, I just sat there, but it was fruit trees. You know what I mean? It was like as we were walking around, there was raspberries, there was walnuts, hold up, it was this, it was, hey, that's the man for the pool. So I'm gonna have to get off this video soon. But there was a plum tree. Hey, love, I'm doing a YouTube video. He like, I know, I'm doing a YouTube video. Okay. So there was a plum tree, a pear tree, a peach tree, apple trees, a strawberry tree. It was all these different trees to where I was like, hey, y'all, leave him alone. And I gotta have a pool. Real talk. Like, my phone turned off, but your girl bought a pool. So that man is gonna level the ground and put the pool, so I could put the pool there, you know? I paid him for, well, I'm gonna pay him for, I ain't paid him nothing. Yeah, I told him, look, I ain't got no money till the first of the month. I hope you know that, and I probably should make sure he understand that before he start working. Hold up. Hey, David! Y'all, wait right here. I gotta just go make sure he know that. Y'all, wait right here, because I don't want nobody to be thinking I did it on purpose. Hold on. You do know I don't have a diamond Look at this. Hold on. I don't know if y'all can see or if I can see y'all. Hold on. Let me go back in here. Look at God though. Yeah, he know I ain't got no money to the first of the month. He's still gonna do it. Praise God. Look, can y'all see that? I don't know if I can see it. Look at that big old machine. Look at the land. The land is getting ready. The land is getting ready, y'all. Hey, the Goshen's getting ready. Woo! I can't breathe. That's so beautiful watching somebody work on the land. And let me tell y'all, I got a pool, not just because I'm like, I want a pool. Don't get me wrong, it's down south, it's hot. But I'm preparing. When the water gets turned off, we gonna have a 50, like I bought the biggest above ground pool that I could afford. It was 15 feet across, 48 inches up. And the thought was that that's our water source. Once, you know what I mean? A pool is necessary so that when things go bad, we have a water source. So know that. It wasn't just like, ooh, I deserve a pool. No, it was literally like, do I get an air conditioner or do I get a pool? I'm going to go with the pool does more than an air conditioner. Keeps me cool and gives us water to clean with when the water turned off, okay? So that was like a decision. Oh, y'all, I can't breathe. I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed. This is a blessed moment. Oh, God. Hey, y'all, clock the time because, you know, it's per hour. This it's $100 an hour. Okay, so I just want to throw that out there, y'all. Clock the time. What y'all heard? We gonna listen for a while. You know, he working and everything. Wow, $100 worth of work. Man, I feel so blessed. Where was I? Where was I? That's important about sanctifying the land. So I came here. Where was I? And Moses came and called for the elders of the people and laid before their faces all these words which the Lord commanded me. And all the people answered together and said, all that the Lord hath spoken we will do. And Moses returned the words of the people unto the Lord. And the Lord said unto Moses, lo, I come unto thee in a thick cloud, that the people may hear when I speak with thee, and believe thee forever. And Moses told the words of the people unto the Lord. And Moses told the words of the people unto the Lord. And Moses said, and the Lord said unto Moses, go unto the people and sanctify them. Y'all, real talk. You got, like, what fam is doing right now is sanctifying her. What Faithful did when she gave me that money, because remember, I was not, that's what I was telling y'all too. I was not planning on buying this place. When I got here, it was just so much food. I felt like if I really, really hear God and I know he really is talking to me, then I got to use this money to buy this place. Because like I told the people I don't have any money. All I got is $250 in my bank. And they was like, we'll take it. And then I drove home from Kentucky going, oh my God, I just bought a farm in Kentucky. Like our whole lives are changing right now off of, I always tell people I bought this place like a person buys a Snickers. That was the story of it. Like a lady who God told to give me a sacrificial offering. She listened to God. I then got here, looked at this place, which I was just running away from my problems. Like I said, it was February 28th. My daughter had ran away from home. And by March 27th, I was sitting right here owning this property. Cash, paid for in full. Okay? And be ready against the third day. Wait. And the Lord said unto Moses, go unto the people and sanctify them. Y'all, Start giving away thing, like start just doing right by God. Like if you know I need help, if you know your sister need help, like realize this, if you don't act a little free-handed with it, when God get here, it's y'all will see. Let me just keep reading it because he about to tell what's gonna happen when he get here. And be ready against the third day, for the third day the Lord will come down in the sight of all the people upon Mount Sinai, and thou shalt set bonds unto the people around round about, saying, take heed to yourself that ye go not up unto the mount, or touch the border of it. Whosoever toucheth the mount shall be surely put to death. There shall not a hand touch it, but he shall surely be stoned or shot through. Whether it be beast or pet soundeth long. Wait, no, I said that wrong. Whether it be beast or man, it shall not live. When the trumpet soundeth long, they shall come up to the mount. Verse 14. And there's a lot going on, I said. And Moses went down from the mount unto the people and sanctified the people, and they washed their clothes. And he said unto the people, be ready against the third day. Come not at your wives. It came to pass on the third day in the morning that there were thunders and lightnings, and a thick cloud came upon the mount, and the voice of the trumpet exceedingly loud, so that all the people that was in the camp trembled. And Moses brought forth the people out of the camp to meet with God, and they stood at neither part of the mount. And Mount Sinai was altogether on smoke, because the Lord descended upon it in fire. So when God come onto the city, how is he coming? Fire. Fire, y'all. Real talk. It's time to get your houses in order. It's time to start like if you want to sit around and be like, I'm God's chosen people, I could do what I want. I don't even do what I want. Y'all, please. I talk stuff. I act silly, all that, but I don't do what I want. No, when you really talking to God, you know his power. Like this moment, today the anniversary, I ain't that smart, y'all. There ain't no way I could have done this on my own. Real talk. And it came to pass on the third day in the morning that there were thunders and lightnings and a thick cloud upon the mount. Oh, wait, let me turn this around. And a thick cloud upon the mount, and the voice of the trumpet loud, so that all the people that was in the camp trembled. And Moses brought forth the people out of the camp to meet with God, and they stood at neither part of the mount. And Mount Sinai was altogether on smoke, because the Lord descended upon it in fire, and the smoke thereof ascended as the smoke of a furnace, and the whole mount quaked greatly. And when the voice of the trumpet sounded long and waxed louder and louder, Moses spake, and God answered him by a voice. And the Lord came down upon Mount Sinai on top of the mount, and the Lord called Moses up to the top of the mount, and Moses went up. And the Lord said unto Moses, go down, charge the people, lest they break through unto the Lord to gaze, and many of them perished. Y'all heard that. You can't look at God unless you sanctify, unless you humble of spirit, like where money don't matter. You'll give it all away if you had to, where you leave your kids and go do what God said do, where you would, like, honestly, that's the only way to survive. You gotta, like, don't hold treasures for yourself here on this earth. I'm not talking about because I want you to give me nothing. God obviously supplying my needs. You know what? Don't get me wrong. You helping would be great. But no, I mean it so that you could understand God's coming to the city like a pillar of fire. And if you're not sanctified, you're going to perish. And let the priests also, which come near to the Lord, sanctify themselves, lest the Lord break forth upon them. That's what happened. God beats up people that don't got real love in them. That's what he said, let the Lord break forth upon them. And Moses said unto the Lord, the people cannot come up to the Mount Sinai, for thou chargest us, saying, set bounds about the mount and sanctify it. And the Lord said unto him, away, go thee down, and thou shalt come up, thou and Aaron with thee. But let not the priest and the people break through to come up unto the Lord, lest he break forth upon them. So Moses went down unto the people and spoke unto them. And this is when he gave the 10 commandments. Okay? Now, I'm going to pause there for a second and say this. Just Jesus himself said those 10 commandments stand. Real talk. So if you worried about necromancy and if he died and rose again, you missing it. You missing it. And you got to know Jesus cares about those 10 commandments. Why? Because they keep you safe amongst other gods. I'm about to show you. Let's go back. Let's go to it. Now we're going to leave this. Remember, this happened on the like a week ago when Linda remembers when Linda called me and I was crying, Linda, and I said, I'm having a moment with God. This is what it was about. Okay. Now today, girly tells me, like, sends fam sends me about Deuteronomy 7. Okay, so I'm about to read Deuteronomy 7, but I feel God say go one back. Another ticket. My grandmother had another ticket in here. This is from February 18th, 1983. I was literally like, I don't know. Somebody check to see how old I was. I bet you this was deep. You know what I mean? Different ticket number. You see that? 707 this time. You know, remember the last one was 12344. This one's 707. It's February 18th, 1983, and it's my address backwards. Okay? It's literally like, whoa, that's my number again. Man. So then I'm like, okay, I'm about to read this, you know, I'm about to read this. So I'm going to try my best to read from here to there. I'm going to try. Will y'all bear with me? Like, is this good? Is this good information enough for y'all to bear with me while I go pee real quick? I don't want to hang up on y'all. Oh my God, look at that. Let me just do this real quick, y'all. I gotta go to the bathroom. I got to, or I won't be able to read 2 pages. Just hold on. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Hold on, don't go. I'm here. Hold on, and they stopped the thing, so I'm guessing something going on out there. And they stopped the thing. I don't know if something going on out there. Hold on, I hear the heavy mopped. Hold on, don't go nowhere. It's awesome. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna try to set y'all where y'all. Hold on 1 second. I'm coming. I gotta show y'all. Hold on, stay with me, y'all. I know, but this is real. God is here. Scroll through, you know, fast forward, because you don't want to miss the rest of this message. You just don't. Real talk, because that my grandmother has a message there. Hold on. Because she sent that. After I had that dream this morning, she sent Deuteronomy 7. I wasn't even thinking about it. You know what I mean? Like, so God's confirmation verse was right there. Hold on. I don't know if y'all can see it. I just want to come see it. Ah, shut up, Damascus. Look at that. Oh, wow. Ooh, dog. I think a fool could go right there. Look at this. God be the blessing. Oh my God. Thank you. God bless you in all that you do. May He sometimes. Look at us. We got a pool area. I'm doing my YouTube video, so I'm still on live. They watching. So he's making a place. Okay, so snakes are really bad here. Okay. Um, so if this is gonna be a place for God's people, we have to make trails throughout the land so that way, you know, when people have to run, they have a place where they could go and they don't feel like they're living amongst snakes. You know what I mean? Remember I told y'all that dog got bit and it, you know, so we don't let that happen. So he's about to clear up this whole area. Remember my septic tank went out? Why is there a septic tank up at the barn? Y'all remember I invented the toilet for no reason. Hey. But there's a septic tank up there and I didn't know. Rex told me about it. And Rex told him to take and move that septic tank back here so that eventually we could create some lines to the septic tank. But for now, I got, I'm using toilet in my geriatric toilet invention. But that's what I mean by I love moving by the serendipity of God. Like, why would I care about who did what back in the 1492? Because God been so good. Like, he make me feel like I'm dancing with him. Like, you know what I mean? So don't get me wrong. I know God cares. Please forgive me. I know you care, Father. But I feel like he's saying it like he just always showing out. I love God. He always showing out. And there ain't nothing we can do about it except for accept the fact he shows out. He shows up and shows out. Okay? Let me take this back off of here and read this to y'all. I hope y'all with me. So, so remember I told y'all when me and Faithful, y'all go back and look, when me and that was when they hatched the plan with Gog and Magog to, oh, excuse me, to release the people of God from slavery early, right? So we weren't supposed to be released from slavery until God said we were supposed to be released. You understand what I'm saying? So what the heck? So that's how they had Gog and Magog hatched this plan. Hey, y'all, stop it. Gog and Magog hatched this plan where and Baal of Peor, he basically they couldn't destroy the people of God. Like whatever they tried to do to destroy him, it just didn't work. You know what I mean? And so the only way to destroy him was to send in the men. Now it makes sense the dude with them pretty eyes done showed up on me. Y'all know the dude, he offered me everything I would want. A perfect family, a beautiful daughter. Like he gave me his whole check every time he came home, but he refused to worship God. That's the only thing Job did wrong. Don't get me wrong. Well, he was an alcoholic too. But real talk, I would have gladly been his baby mama in waiting, you know, like to help them and everything. But he wouldn't worship God. If he would have worshiped God, I would have been there with him. But since he didn't, he had to go. Flat out, he got to go. But you get what I'm trying to say, is that was the only way the devil could stop me. That's the only way he could stop me is send a man in. Or, you know, because that's what the Bible says they do. They can't stop you any other way, so they send in the women. Send in the men, send in the drink, send in the party, send it in, send it in, send it in now. Send it. That's how they had to do it. So that's what happened right here, where we weren't supposed to be let out of slavery until now. So Gog and Magog, go look it up. I think it's like Jeremiah 38, or I don't know. Go look up the story of Gog and Magog, okay? So he got this plan, right? And God, this was the coolest thing I ever read in the Bible. God had literally said to Gog of Magog, he went, "Is that you? The one I've been telling my prophets about? Yeah, that's you." That's exactly how God spoke in this Bible. He went, "Is that you? Yeah, you who thought that you was going to be smart and make them fat and happy so that they curse me," because that's what he did. Now, stop there for a second. I'm telling y'all history. Y'all know, remember in the dream about how the Jewish lady was up on a high place, and I was so happy still, like, because I didn't want to deal with the situation. I was happy that Uncle Charlie Wilson had a bar in her neighborhood, our neighborhood, you know. After that dream, God got me on it. He was like, "You do realize she's on a high place. Is all those people that disappeared? Yes, she built her house on their dead bodies." That's what God told me. After I now remember, y'all go back and look at my dream. So as humbly as I could say it, I was like, they thought they was holding us down, but we still made it to the neighborhood. Uncle Charlie got a bar in the neighborhood. And it was like God was saying, you still don't understand your worth. No, that's the music industry. All those Jewish people, they're like gold to Diddy. They treat Diddy like he's God. Like, no, because they know they'll make more money being good to you than they would trying to destroy you. That's the reason I'm being honest, y'all. It's important to get neutral because you ain't going to like this message if you can't. But that's the reason why y'all know y'all ain't never seen this many interracial relationships ever before. Y'all haven't. I mean, white men, I mean, black men with white women, everybody sees that. But you ain't never seen this many white men loving black women, like of any color black. Usually they got to be dark black for a white man to like her. But I'm talking about people like me. He going, hey, girl, hey, soul sister, when the mister on the radio. Let me tell you why. You gonna see, I'm about to read it to you. It's gonna come up. Real talk. Matter of fact, let me just read it to you. It's gonna show why all of a sudden Michonne and Rick are a thing. It's important, you know? So y'all will see. Hopefully y'all will see it. Now therefore hearken, O Israel. Oh wait, I gotta look at what time it is, because don't get me wrong. One of being a sweet man, I can't be sitting up here. Okay, so at 3:50, I will say it's been about 10 minutes, so about 3:40, then that's when he done working, because I don't want to mess up. You know what I mean? And I'm always getting swindled. You know what I mean? I don't want that to happen no more. I'm done with that. So I had to check the time. So anyways, now therefore hearken, O Israel, unto the statute and unto the judgment which I teach you, for to do them, that ye may live, and go in and possess the land which the Lord God of your fathers giveth you. Ye shall not add unto my word, which I command you, neither shall ye diminish aught from it, that ye may keep the commandments of the Lord your God, which I command you. Your eyes have seen what the Lord did of Baal Peor. For all the men that followed Baal Peor, the Lord thy God have destroyed them from among you. But ye that did cleave unto the Lord your God are alive, every one of you this day. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my God commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom. Hallelujah. This is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely This great nation is a wise and understanding people. For, okay, I don't think they're talking to me. For what nation is there so great that have God so nigh unto them, as the Lord our God is in all things that we call upon him for? Let me read that again. For what nation is there so great who hath God so near, that's what nigh, so near unto them, as the Lord our God is in all things that we call upon him for? And what nation is there so great that hath statutes and judgments so righteous as all this law, which I set before you this day? Only take heed to thyself and keep thy soul diligently, lest thou forget the things which thine eyes have seen. Man, y'all telling the truth. Like it do, sometimes I forget, you know what I mean? Like we all like, wow, he telling the truth. Today he showed up again. Have seen, unless they depart from thy heart all the days of thy life, but teach them thy sons and thy son's son, especially the day that thou stoodest before the Lord thy God in Horebim, when the Lord saith unto me, gather me the people together, and I will make them hear my words, that they may learn to fear me all the days that they shall live upon the earth, and that they may teach their children. And ye came near and stood unto the mountain, and the mountain burned with fire unto the midst of the heaven, with darkness and clouds and thick darkness. And the Lord spoke unto you out of the midst of the fire. Ye heard the voice of the words, but saw no similitude, only what? Yeah, similitude. Similitude? I don't know. I hope that's what that means. Similitude. I'm thinking like multitude, but similitude. I don't know. We gotta find. What somebody tell me what similitude mean? But saw no similitude. Only ye heard a voice. That's the truth. I have not seen God. I've heard him though. I've heard him. And he declared unto you his covenant, which he commanded you to perform, even 10 commandments. And he wrote them upon 2 tablets of stone. And the Lord commanded me at that time to teach you statutes and judgments, that ye might do them in the land, whether ye go over to possess it. Take ye therefore good heed unto yourselves, for ye saw no manner of similitude on the day that the Lord spoke unto you in Horeb, out of the midst of the fire, lest ye corrupt yourselves. Ain't that what he said? Ain't that what he said? He flat out said that's the only way to take God's people down is to corrupt themselves. That and so is America gonna fall? Well, y'all, all I gotta say is put down those wicked ways, put down that negative music. They knew about gematria. That's the reason why they only let a certain sound make it through. Like we only could make money in the black community if we was like motherfucker. That's the only way. And it was so that you could corrupt yourself. I said it. It's the truth. Living proof right now. Real talk. Lest ye corrupt yourselves and make you a graven image, the similitude of any figure, the likeness of male or female, the likeness of any beast that is on the earth, the likeness of any winged fowl that flieth in the air, the likeness of anything that creepeth on the ground, the likeness, that's the part I want y'all to know about. Like everybody looking for crosses and the image of Jesus, and y'all don't let that ain't him. Like, for real, that cross, why would you venerate the thing they killed him on? Let's just let that sit in your soul for a minute. Why would you venerate? Hold on, myself included. This got to come off. Myself included. So y'all know the double-edged sword of it all. Hold on, where is it? This right here got to come off. I'm taking it off. Real talk. He's saying, why would you venerate yourself on the thing they killed Christ on? Real talk. Like, that's an instrument of death and torture. But we sitting here, that's making good bad and bad good. This right here. I'm taking it off. Y'all see me. I just took it off. So I want y'all to know that I'm not holier than thou. I mess up too. I don't know too until he tell me. I mean, he told me before, but I wasn't sure. You know what I mean? I just wasn't sure. But to read it right then, yeah, that got to come off. That got to come off. Real talk. It do. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know, I'm sorry. But it do. For me, you choose for you what you do, but I'm talking to him, and since he's saying no images, no images, he said it. Why would I walk away from this going, oh, it's okay to have a picture of Jesus and think that that's really him, or it's okay to have why would I do that? No, obedience. I desire obedience over sacrifice is what he said. So I feel him. I'm not going to do it then. And if he want me to do it, he'll put me back and make me do it again. I don't know. He'll do that kind of things from time to time when he go, no, I ain't mean that. You can have that or you can't. But I just want y'all to know that. You know, so I don't think I'm holier than thou. I'm listening on the fly just like you. Unless thou lift up thine eyes unto heaven, when thou seest the sun and the moon and the stars, even all the host of heaven, shouldeth be driven to worship them. Eclipse much? Eclipse. Why he talking? I ain't read this before I came on here. That other one I read, because that was weeks ago with my grandma. This one, like I told y'all, the only reason I'm reading this one now is because she had another ticket from 1983 in here. So I'm just saying, don't worship them. It says, where was I? And this, unless thou lift up thine eyes unto heaven, and when thou seest the sun and the moon and the stars, even all the host of heaven, shouldest be driven to worship them and serve them, which the Lord thy God have divided unto all nations under the whole heaven. But the Lord have taken you and brought you forth out of the iron furnace, even out of Egypt, to be unto him a people of inheritance, as ye are this day. Furthermore, oh wow, my kids got an inheritance because my daughter ran away from home that day. Like, we ain't had nothing. All I had was mortgage and debt. But my daughter ran away from home that day, and now they got an inheritance. Furthermore, the Lord was angry with me for your sake. The Lord was angry with me for your sake, and swear that I should not go over Jordan, and that I should not go into that good land which the Lord thy God giveth thee for an inheritance. But I must die in this land. Now, y'all, did he just say I must die in this land? Pray for my very soul. Maybe I must die in this land, but either way it go, I'll give him my life. He gets it. It's good. I'm good. I'm good. Either way it go. Must not go over, wait, but I must die in this land. I must not go over, oh, that's Moses he talking about, go over the Jordan, but ye shall go over and possess that good land. Take, that verse 23, take heed unto yourselves, yet lest ye forget the covenant of the Lord your God, which he made with you, and make you a graven image or the likeness of anything, which the Lord thy God hath forbidden thee. For the Lord thy God is a consuming fire, even a jealous God. Come on now. God's a jealous God. Even. Y'all need to know that. Even. He showed me a while ago that even was that eclipse. Real talk. Just want y'all to know. Even a jealous God. That's why it's italicized. That got something to do with the eclipse. Just so y'all know. Even a jealous God. When thou shalt begat children and children's children, and ye shall have remained long in the land, and shall corrupt yourselves. How can they stop you? They got to corrupt you, make you corrupt you, and make a graven image or a likeness of anything. And ain't that what they did? Like the the Hollywood industry, they are all idols. All of them. All of them are idols. And real talk, y'all about to get mad at me, but I don't care. Man, pray for Angela Bassett. I don't know. Something going on with Angela Bassett. She ain't aged a lick. Like what holy grail has she drinking? Real talk. I don't get me wrong, I love her. I love my girl. Like, that's my girl. But that woman, 65 years old and look like she's 17. Son, what holy grail has she ate? Real talk. What in the holy grail? I'm just saying, God's telling me a lot of them people drank something that made them live forever, not knowing that their life was already forever. Like, God already had them forever. So I'm just saying, yeah, there's something going on there. Graven image or likeness of anything shall do evil in the sight of the Lord thy God to provoke him to anger. I call heaven and earth to witness against you this day, that ye shall soon utterly perish from off the land whereunto ye go over Jordan to possess it. Ye shall not belong your days upon it, but shall utterly be destroyed. And the Lord shall scatter you among the nations, and ye shall be left few in number among the heathen. Among the heathen. Who been, look, I'll never forget this. This really just happened to me recently. Like, I gotta tell it here, just so y'all know. Honestly, I've been in Kentucky. I have not experienced no racism except for from, I'm sorry, y'all. Please forgive me, but I have. Y'all been talking wrong. Like, let me ask God, because I don't want y'all, there's already tension. I don't want y'all to get mad at these people either. Just put it this way, there's a minority here, right? So not a majority. The majority has been nice, but there is a minority here that maybe the majority's being mean to them now or something. I don't know, but they're constantly, like, you could tell they going through what we went through, what the black race went through, maybe back, a long time ago. So now they're for the first time starting to feel racism or something. So they're literally, all I gotta say is woe. Woe unto y'all. Just woe unto y'all. Like, because that's what they were saying. Like, they're bringing up race things, but you could tell it's from their pain. And it's almost like they doing it in front of me, like to say, y'all not supposed to be racist towards us. It's them you're supposed to be racist towards, is the way they're kind of doing it. You know what I mean? Like, coming to me, telling me, oh, they're evil devils. And I'm like, they've been cool to me. You know what I mean? But so I ain't gonna say no race. I ain't gonna say no race. But there is a minority of people that aren't used to being a minority, and they're trying to turn the shadow back. Like, no, remember, you like us, we work well, but y'all don't normally like them. To where it's been kind of weird, where I've been trying to stay away. I'm like, don't try to pull me. Like, I'm different. I'm a holy race of people. Like, this is different. I don't know how to explain it, but we've been the minority for as far back as possible. So, I don't know. Just pray for that. Just pray for all races of humanity so that they'll forgive the spirit that comes against them. Because God gonna get them. You know what I mean? Forgive the spirit that comes against them. But if you can't move like we moved back in the civil rights movement, it's gonna get you killed. That's what I'm trying to say. To that group of people, they know who they are, who are going, wow, I've never been discriminated against before. And now you seeing it, forgive them. Forgive them. That's all I got to say. Okay. I wish I could have said that. I'll probably say it better in another day, but I don't want to say that they don't. I don't want it to make it worse for them or them. You know what I mean? Because it is. I know they're telling the truth. They are being discriminated against, but they are being used as a pawn in a Hunger Games scenario. That's why they running them here. Is they using them as a pawn. But the truth is they don't like black people either. That's the reason why they keep trying to put it on my head. You get what I'm saying? So I haven't been discriminated against except for by them since I've been here. So you could tell they trying to put it on my head to get it off of theirs. But God said, watch out. Just woe unto them. Because the truth is, this Bible says anybody I'm afraid of, woe unto them. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know. Just it's deep. Something going on. And there ye shall serve gods, the work of man's hand, wood and stone, which neither see nor hear, nor eat, nor smell. But if from thence that but if from thence thou shalt seek the Lord thy God, thou shalt find him, if thou seek him with all thy heart and with all thy soul. When thou art in tribulation, we're in tribulation. When thou art in tribulation and all these things are come upon thee, even, they go that even again. I told y'all that that eclipse is what they mean when they say that. Even in the latter days, if thou turn to the Lord thy God and shall be obedient unto his voice. For the Lord thy God is a merciful God. He really is. He will not forsake thee, neither destroy thee, nor forget the covenant of thy fathers, which he swore unto them. For ask now of the days that are past, which were before thee, since the day that God created man upon the earth, and acts from the one side of heaven unto the other, whether there hath been any such thing as this great thing is, and hath been heard like it. Did ever people hear the voice of God speaking out of the midst of the fire, as thou hast heard and live? Man, praise God. I heard him and I'm alive. I heard him. Real talk. Or hath God essayed to go and take him a nation from the midst of another nation by temptations, by signs and wonders? Ain't that the way the devil come? By temptations, party, got that crystal, got them girls on deck, on lock. Like poor Diddy. He literally bit the apple and now he going to hell. Like, no, for real. That's what the temptation, signs and wonders, and by war, and by a mighty hand, and by a stretched out arm, and by a great terrors, according to all that the Lord your God did for you in Egypt before your eyes, unto thee, if it was showed that thou mightest know that the Lord, he is God. Unto thee it was shown that thou might know that the Lord, he is God. That the Lord, that's Yahweh. That's Yahweh. Go look it up. Like, go to your concordance, find out what Lord they're talking about. That's Yahweh. That the Lord is God. There is none else beside him. Out of heaven, he might He made thee to hear his voice. That's another thing. Y'all, woe unto you. If you turning Jesus into God and getting rid of Yahweh, you don't even understand. Don't do that. Real talk. You gotta let God be one. Let God be true. That's the reason why I told you there's some type of multiverse going on where there's some people through a misunderstanding literally have dethroned Yahweh for Jesus. Don't do that. Don't do that. You gotta know God came to the party dressed as Jesus. You need to know that. Like, no, Jesus didn't come to the party dressed as God. It's a different thing. Like, God came to the party dressed as Jesus. It wasn't the other way around. Y'all gotta know that. That's a big difference. You know what I mean? Like, don't let them dethrone God for Jesus. Let God be true. Let God had came to earth donning the clothing, the skin suit of Jesus. You understand what I'm saying? That's very, very important. Real talk. Y'all gotta understand that's very important. Because there's a lot of people that's gonna try to dethrone Yahweh. When you gotta look, once you find out who Yahweh is, you don't play with Yahweh. You don't. That's the one where you lucky he came to earth dressed as Jesus. Real talk. But don't turn around and be like, Yahweh who? Because they got another Lord that they talking about and it ain't Yahweh. So you got to be careful about that. All right? Be careful. That's that multiverse stuff I was telling y'all about where your heart telling the story. And if your heart ain't after Yahweh, you telling a different story. So be careful. All right? Out of heaven he made thee to hear his voice, that he might instruct thee. And upon earth he showed thee his great fire, and thou heardest his words out of the midst of the fire. And because he loved thy fathers, therefore he chose their seed. Seed. Wow. Remember Method Man was selling seeds in the beauty salon? That's another thing about that part in the dream. God was showing me that we as a people usually survive because we do stuff like that. Sell seeds, sell dinners, sell something, which we don't normally sell seeds. So I was kind of going, God, why you choose seeds? Because I overdid it for the apocalypse and I bought a whole bunch of seeds and I was like, I'm going to sell them. I'll just sell them. Like, look, no, for real. So anybody want to buy seeds, they're $1 a pack. Real talk, I got every kind of seed you could think of. I got seeds. I got seeds. If you want to give to the cause, vegetable seeds for days, you know. Boy, I even got watermelon. I got all the seeds, okay? They heirloom seeds at that, so you can get some stuff off of them. Real talk. But it's $1 a pack. Real talk. It's $1 a pack. But the fact that a chosen seed, I was wondering what was up with Method Man. That's his method, a chosen seed. I was asking God why Method Man was selling seeds in the barbershop. You know what I mean? Now I see. That's God's chosen method. That's the way we've been able to survive in iniquity. Like when we couldn't get the job. I came here, I applied for a job. I was about to get a good job. And then all of a sudden, oh, which praise God. Praise God, because that's why I'm here. Work instead of, I know me. You give me a good job, I'll be, like, no, I'll be, you know what I mean? Like, I'll be superwoman at that job. So the lady didn't let me have a job because God probably told her don't let me have a job. But that's the way people we have been able to survive is amongst each other going, all right, who need them seeds? All right, who got those dinners? I got chicken dinners at this amount. And it was the way we were able to survive when discrimination was big. You get what I'm saying? Where it was like numbers. Y'all think the numbers, this didn't come from the man? No, black people invented running numbers. Real talk, 'cause that was the way we survived. It was susu groups. That was the way we pooled our money so that we couldn't be discriminated against like that, so that we could keep thriving. These were ideas of God back then. You get what I'm saying? You need to know that because there was no way for us to survive otherwise. All right, what was I? I'm going to start here where my finger at. To drive out nation from before thee, greater and mightier than, no, I got to go before that. And because he loved thy fathers, verse 37, all right? And because he loved thy fathers, therefore he chose their seed after them and bought thee out in his sight with his mighty power out of Egypt to drive out nations from before thee, greater and mightier than thou art, to bring thee in, to give thee their land for an inheritance, as it is this day. Know therefore this day and consider it in thy heart that the Lord, he is God in heaven above and upon the earth beneath. There is none else. Thou shalt keep therefore his statutes and his commandments, which I command thee this day, that it may go well with thee and with thy children after thee, and that thou mayest prolong thy days upon the earth, which the Lord thy God giveth thee forever. Then Moses severed three cities then Moses severed three cities on this side of the Jordan toward the sun rising, that the slayer might flee thither, which should kill his neighbor unawares, and hated him not in times past, and that fleeing unto one of these cities he might live. I got to read that again. I don't understand nothing I just read. That the slayer might flee thither. What's thither mean? Hither or there, but hither, thither. Which should kill his neighbor unaware. So somebody, a slayer, ran to the city because he killed his neighbor unawares and hated him not in times past. So he didn't hate him though. So he killed him, but he didn't hate him and hated him not in times past. And that fleeing unto one of these cities he might live. Namely, Bezer in the wilderness, in the plain country of the Reubenites and the Ramoths in Gilead. Remember, there's a bomb in Gilead. Y'all go look that up. There's 10 cities, modern cities named Gilead in the whole world. Like there's no Gilead over there in the Middle East. Ain't that interesting? Right? So, and y'all know that song, there's a bomb in Gilead. God been putting that on my soul to say, if a place named Gilead was real, why it don't exist nowhere in the world but America now? And it's exactly 10 cities named Gilead now. I'm just saying, y'all might want to look into that one. And Ramoth in Gilead of the Gadonites, and Golan in Bashan of the Manassites. Verse 44. And this is the law which Moses set before the children of Israel. These are the testimonies and statutes and judgment which Moses spoke unto the children of Israel after they came forth out of Egypt. Hold on, y'all. I hear work done stopped outside. Let me go check, see what's going on. It's okay?
I've got my air in.
It's been an hour? Huh? I thought it was 3:40 when you started. But it's okay. I'm gonna live with it. But I thought it was 3:40. Where we going? Hold on, y'all. I gotta hang up with them.
Like 5-10 minutes, but
Yeah, hold on. Let me get off of the YouTube channel. Hold on, cause they've been with me. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me hang up with y'all. I'm about to go take a look at what's been done. But I can't take y'all with me because my phone turned off. I chose to let my phone get turned off instead of I wanted this more. So I love you guys. I'll be back to finish reading to you soon. All right, bye. Hold on, how do I hang up? Stop